Friday night. Happy Easter weekend. We haven't done a live stream since being back from the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Egypt.
Yeah, we've been like kind of busy.
Yeah, we've been busy. It's been a combination of things like being busy with whatever life throws at us. We did just do a recent trip to the Ozarks with Silver City and stuff. So that was our main point of interest this past week, why we weren't able to do it. But and then other than that, just catching up on rest. I remember the week after being back from the trip was just like exhausting.
But we weren't even in the same place.
Yeah, I went back to Virginia.
So we wouldn't have been able
she was
to.
here. So yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do a live stream together anyways. But like, gone to the world. I was gone. My time zone was completely off.
Well, yeah, you were waking up at like 7, which for him is like insanely early. Like he's usually up every day at like 10:30.
10 or something like that. Well, the thing is, I normally go to bed at like 2, sometimes 3, you know. So I'm definitely a night person. I was waking up at 7 a.m., going to bed at like 11. I was so thrown off.
Yeah.
So it was tough. I don't think I'd ever had a time zone change affect me like doing the Emirates.
No, which is weird because that's not even like the biggest time zone jump that we've had, but like I don't know what it was that it messed with me. I think because 9 is the most that we've had where it hasn't been almost just 24 hours. Because we were in Australia, it was what, like 20.
I don't know what the Australia difference
was. It was a lot. Like, it was almost just like a full day. So it really only felt like a 3-hour or 4-hour difference.
Yeah, I mean, I had the Japan time zone change, but I also had, when I was doing that, it was a segue where I was also in California for a couple days. So that helped. I'm also now realizing, is our quality okay? Because it kind of looks like crap on here.
Yeah.
Where did the quality go? Let's see, is that better? Maybe? We'll find out.
That looks good.
I think it's looking better. Yeah, it looks a little better.
Rufus, don't kill your toy.
If you're new to these live streams, this is usually what happens the first couple minutes, is making sure that the quality looks okay. I think this is definitely better. We're good. All right, cool. So, Coast in the Desert. We have 5 episodes out already.
Which is crazy.
That is Atlantis, Global Village, the Dubai Mall, which includes a spinning coaster there, Adventureland, and then today was the Storm Coaster.
Can we just acknowledge and give ourselves a pat on the back for how much more efficient we have been with this compared to like when we started coasting through Europe?
Right.
It took us like to get 5 episodes out, like I don't even know how long after we got back.
At least a month, and we've now been able to put those out in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so,
and that's 5 episodes.
Right, and that's including while we were like traveling, we weren't able to do much. Here's the thing, we are definitely going to be able to have more episodes out in a more efficient time this lap around. Because here's the thing, like when we did Coasting Down Under with Australia, we only had like 6 episodes. So we kind of wanted to stretch that out because it's so short.
Yeah.
There's only a few parks there. There's over 20 episodes.
Is that accurate? Over 20?
Yeah, I think so. Oh. Yeah, because hold on, I have the list right here. In case people are interested, here's the full list. So there's the 5 that I just named. Next is IMG World's Adventure, that's 6. SeaWorld, Day 1, 7. Legoland, 8. Motion Gate, 9. Warner Brothers Movie World, 10. Ferrari World, Day 1, 11. SeaWorld, Day 2, 12. Ferrari World, Day 2, 13. Doha Quest, 14. Lucille Winter Wonderland, 15. Mm-hmm. Mariel Water Park, 16. Dream Park, 17. El Malahi. That is not 20. That is 18. That is close.
Enough.
That is close.
It's very close. That is very close. If you guys want to hear more of like the behind the scenes stuff, I mean, obviously the episodes show a lot. But they don't show like some of the, logistical stuff and like things that went wrong that we didn't include on camera. We have like a almost 2-hour long podcast episode about it on the Patreon page. You can literally subscribe for 1 month and listen to every episode. So if that's something you're interested in, it's just patreon.com/coasterstudios. I think a lot of our Patreon squad is in here.
I see a lot of people in here.
I know. What's up, guys? Good to
we
see you
really
as always.
appreciate it.
Stop. Please calm
I'm
down.
sending a heart in the chat. I'm just now realizing I can send emojis.
What?
I'm gonna send a party emoji. I didn't even know I could do that.
I didn't know you did. All right,
How long
wait.
have we been live streaming?
I know, right? All right, hold on. Before it gets lost, let's go to the
I did
super
see some
chats.
super chats. Yeah, Christian donated $2. Says he just came back from Texas and did Catapult Falls. Hope you had fun. That's
Credit
on...
or not? Is it a roller coaster or not? I don't know. I've heard some people call it one.
No. Catapult Falls is on our short list for things to do. Hopefully before summer. We'll see. But that would definitely be nice. We have a list of things that we would like to do before summer starts.
I just cleaned that up.
Christian also donated $5 and says, "Are you now uploading twice a day?" No. We try to keep to once a day. There was
one day where we had 4.
There are times when things happen. So like the only times where we usually post twice a day is if it's like a POV. But
Yeah, we'll put 2 out.
sometimes announcements happen where we want to get something out soon. Sometimes parks will send out like videos that they want released, and we don't typically post all of them, but if there's one that we think is like worthy, like we want our audience to see that, then we'll post those. So like there was a day where 4 videos went out, and 2 of them were not videos that we made, but they were videos that were sent our way, like, hey, please distribute this. So that's what happens there.
And sometimes we'll put up a short because that's like all the rage now.
Yeah,
But
everyone
we're
saw a
like
short.
we dabble.
A YouTube short, but like I don't consider that like
That's like a full
main
video.
upload. Yeah. Anyways, per Terrace donated 5 Great British pounds. Says he went to UAE in 2018 with his parents and didn't go to Ferrari World. They weren't a coaster enthusiast, but I'm sad about it now. Happy Easter.
That hurts.
You gotta go back.
I've heard a lot of stories like that of people like going somewhere and then later becoming an enthusiast, like myself.
Yeah.
And missing out on something like completely and being like, dang it.
Millsy 1033 donated 3.
Oh, that's Harrison.
Oh, that's Harrison, Australian dollars. Hey, just entered Warner Brothers Movie World. Oh, so he's at he's down in Australia. Is it bad
Jealous.
that my first thought was he was at Warner Brothers Movie World in Abu Dhabi?
No, that's
But-
funny. No,
that's funny.
I didn't. At first, I was like Millsy, and I'm like, oh wait, that's literally Harrison's.
That's
username.
funny.
He's one of our Patreon members. He's from Australia. He is a trooper. I'm giving him a shout out because he is all the way in Australia, and he joins our virtual meetups every single time, even though it is like
In the middle of
so
the night.
or so early in the morning. Same with our European people; they'll join at like 2 a.m. Like
I also
love
feel
it.
for that guy because he's located in Perth, Australia, which is one of the most remote places on Earth.
It's true.
I swear.
he's got that Eurofighter, baby.
It is nowhere near anything. I'm like, man, that's rough.
No, I feel bad because he went all the way to Cedar Point from Australia, and Steel Vengeance and Maverick were both closed.
That's
Harrison, I love you,
Michael
buddy.
Muldoon donated $2. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Going to Hyperia on June 24th. Loving the UAE videos. Thank you, Michael.
What is it, like 1 month almost exactly after it opens? Right?
Right, it opens at the end of May. Who's going to go ride
Jealous,
Hyperia?
have fun.
You all going to go ride Hyperia?
Fun fact, Matt, out of nowhere, is randomly like checking out Hyperia today at Thorpe Park.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. And then
No,
he
we
starts
didn't know. He never told us.
He starts posting on Coaster Studios. We're at Hyperia. I look and I'm like, I'm not at Hyperia. You're not
Yeah.
at Hyperia. I'm like, I'm like, Matt's in England?
Yeah, he literally texted me and he's like, hey, I'm at Thorpe Park. Do you want me to post on the story? I'm like, yeah, just make sure people don't think we're there. Because that'll cause a lot of confusion. So if you thought you saw Matt at Thorpe Park today, you did.
That's so
we know at
random.
least one person we know ran into him and rode stealth. Love
So
it.
weird.
Anyway.
I'm like, a fun fact for everyone, that is Matt's first European park without either of us being there with him.
Oh my gosh, that's true. That's his first time in the UK. I know that.
I asked him,
right?
I'm like, so how does it feel? He's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird.
Aw,
That's
love
pretty
him.
funny. Anyways, people asking about Voltron too. Voltron opens actually sooner than Hyperia. Voltron's opening, I think, end of April.
Yeah, I think
super
so.
exciting. 2 huge mock coasters opening up within the next 2 months. So I can't wait to hear everyone's thoughts on these because both of them look awesome.
Yeah,
they look
for
great.
sure. I cannot wait.
Yes.
Whenever that may be.
Yes, definitely. Anyways, we should talk a little bit about our trip, I feel like. Because we haven't had a chance to really talk much about it outside of the vlogs that have come out, and we did do a podcast. Those like 2 hours long on our Patreon. So
I thought it was it wasn't like 2 hours dragging though. I feel like it was 2 very interesting hours.
They were, yeah.
I could have talked for longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
So, of the 5 episodes that have been out, what are your thoughts on everything? Like, because I mean, it's one thing to, we experience everything, but also like seeing how it all has come together, I think has been pretty cool.
Yeah. First, I want to just speak to the quality. I want to go ahead and say RIP to the vlog camera. We sort of decided just to not use it anymore, and we were just vlogging on our like Sonys.
Yeah, the main time when the vlog, because we have a small vlog camera, the main time where that comes in handy is when we are in situations where we can't bring a bigger camera in. So like, I think about times when we're at, let's take Steel Vengeance or Twisted Timbers, for example, where if we're entering the line, you can't have any bags with you, but they do have little lockers that you can put smaller items in. So like, for that queue, that's a great time to bring a smaller camera. Or if, or it's just any ride actually that just has lockers, and we want to bring it into the ride platform or anything, and we have like a zipper pocket. Vlog camera's great.
But other than that, say hello to the high quality Sony material. Although later in some of the episodes, you'll start seeing a weird back and forth between camera and phone because some places didn't allow cameras.
Well,
like you had to use a phone.
Well, and some places also didn't allow like a mic, and so then we were just using the like straight camera audio. It was very weird, the policies that some of these places had. Like, here's something that's behind the scenes. So we have 4 or 5 videos that 5 of them, all 5 have been in Dubai, and we had to have filming permits for almost all of them because Dubai is like really strict about cameras. Like if you have your phone, you're fine. But if you are filming with anything else, people will come up, like security will come up to you and it's like, you can't have that here. And you gotta like show them the permit. They're like crazy strict. That didn't exist in Abu Dhabi, but like Dubai, I'm not gonna lie, filming there was a pain. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos because we there was a lot of behind the scenes like struggling to get all that sorted out. One of our Patreon members made a donation. RJ! Thank you so much.
Oh my God!
Completely unnecessary. But we really appreciate it.
I'm so gonna get in the chat and wring your neck. You are too nice.
He says, hey guys, as you know, I'm a truck driver and I sometimes get the sense of I've seen everything, but I can see a new mountain range, but it's still just another mountain range. Do you ever feel like that?
Are you having like a deep introspective truck ride right now?
I don't think I've ever had that exact thought, but I am also not in your position.
I do, but okay, you are on the road so much that I feel like after a while things start to blend.
It's a lot of time to yourself.
Yeah, and like it's so much time just like looking around that you're like, oh wow, I've seen this before. Like it's probably a weird deja vu thing, but I just want to say RJ is like one of the most incredible people ever. He's one of our Stratotier members, and you guys all show up for these, and like even though you're already part of the Patreon, like you guys do all this extra stuff to like go above and beyond to be supportive of us and like all the other members, and like it's just y'all are like this like little fam now, and you're way too nice sometimes, RJ. I love you so much, and wherever you are, I hope you're safe because you're probably driving right now.
Yeah,
Be safe.
Thank you. Someone hosted said the podcast provided entertainment on their flight to Texas.
Hey,
I like that.
Good.
Adam donated $2. Shout out to Marissa and Robin Barkles for listening in the car.
Robin Barkles!
Chad Ridge donated $2. Says, Skyrush restraints in the station are perfect.
We've heard good things.
They look awesome. The station looks fantastic.
We've heard that they are great. And it looks like maybe they're similar to the ones on like Flying Aces.
No, the new restraints are just straight like new gen Intimate.
Oh, like totally
bars.
new gen?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because the ones that we had on Flying Aces are the same as original Skyrush.
Yeah, but it still has the clip in the middle, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. There's still a seat belt. Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so it's not. That's the one. I guess that's the one difference. It's the new gen Intimate lap bars, still going over your shoulder, but it has a seatbelt. Marty, quit making fun of our cameras. 720p POV camera. Anyways, then Christian donated $2 says, I turned 20 on March 23rd. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Sorry, I'm messaging RJ.
So back to what we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, I said
logistics of filming
R.I.P.
stuff.
Yeah, I said R.I.P. to the vlog camera for the most part.
I think the quality is, it just looks fantastic.
We're first of all, we upgraded. Like we had our vlog camera, and then we had like each like our cameras, and those were also Sony's. But the ones we have now are like borderline commercial grade.
Yeah, it's like kind of rides that line.
Yeah, where they're still like we can still get them in and out of like a park.
It's not the same as carrying around a big ol' film camera on a full rig.
Yeah, like we
anything,
can't. That's not feasible. So they're pretty much as nice as we can get.
Yeah.
Like where we can take them into parks.
Yeah. So like I feel like the quality. I feel like everything just looks a million times better than any of the Coastin' Through Europe videos, and like
I'm sure the next season of Coastin' Through Europe will look.
It will
like
look
that.
the nicest, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'm really pleased with like we tried different like editing style a bit, at least with this series, to make it different from Coastin' Through Europe. So I like how that came out, because that was something that was like we had talked about beforehand, but we didn't really figure out until after we got back, and so I'm glad that it's all like carried over, because I was a little I was curious how that was all gonna look. But yeah, I also like I don't know, I feel like we got really good music choices for this.
Yeah.
I really like
You picked out the
set.
music. You did a good job.
I
That was a Taylor choice.
I was digging through trying to find music that was like Arabian sounding without being too much.
Yeah.
It had to find a balance, and I really like the theme song for this. I think it's
the
really
theme
good.
song, is the best.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And the best is like watching like my mom like going back and watching him, and she's like dancing to the theme song every time, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
that's what we want. Obviously, nothing's ever gonna beat the Coastin' Through Europe soundtrack as far as nostalgia purposes go.
Nostalgia, which is so weird because I'm like, I don't feel like it's been around for that
Yes,
long.
but oh my gosh, the amount of people who say that they get all in their feels when they hear the music.
Which is so weird to me.
Because people, it is like one of those series. It's like a comfort series. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. Even though I'm in it, I watch it back and I'm like,
I still think one of the craziest ones is that the Wallaby Holland will play it sometimes on the pathways. I'm like, that's insane.
I love that.
Yeah,
'Cause they love it,
If you ever go
you
to
know?
Wallaby Holland, yeah, the Coastin' Through Europe soundtrack and the Coast Studios outro, both songs will be playing at Wallaby Holland every once in a while. I'm like,
Fun fact,
that's so cool.
When we changed the outro, he tried to get rid of the music. I saved it. You're welcome, everybody.
I
wouldn't
was
let him get rid of
debating
it.
about it. I wasn't set on
saved
changing,
it.
but I was thinking about when we were getting rid of Wildfire, because we knew Wildfire had to go. It had to go, and so
It
we were
was
like,
time.
it was like, do we change the sound? And so no, it stayed. So yeah. Before we get back to Matt donated $5, says, not sure if you guys have talked about Top Thrill 2 yet, but you plan on visiting this year. It's their home park, and we'd love to say hi.
Yes.
I think that would be a little weird if we went all of 2024 and didn't try to do Top Thrill 2.
No, we're
I feel
going
like
to.
that's like one of the attractions that everyone's hyped about. I'd say probably in the US is the one everyone is the most hyped for. Which is interesting.
Or
'cause-
intrigued by.
Which is interesting because most of you have probably already experienced half of the ride. So
That is very true. And yet we're all like, we have to know.
I have to know what the drop is going to feel like. Spoiler alert, the exact same.
Yeah. Oh, it's the launch, I think, that everyone's
Yes,
most intrigued
the
by.
launch is going to be different.
Which-
The spike is going to be wild.
And
We've
that.
never seen a spike that big before. That's going to be kind of spooky.
Yeah.
That's going to be like...
It's gonna be so
It's going to
cool.
be low-key scary.
I know, because like the spike on Pantheon feels
That's
insanely
a big...
tall.
That's 167
And this
feet
one's
tall.
400.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Like,
I don't...
what?
if you're in the back row of that thing, man, that's going to be...
I know. I'm like, do I
That's
want? I think I want my first ride to be in the back. Not
You
the front.
think? Yeah, I'm wondering how the trains are gonna feel. I mean, we know we've sat in them, but how are they gonna ride? I feel
Dunno.
like they're gonna ride well, but
I hope
these
so.
are the prototype trains from
Yeah.
San Perla. This is our first time seeing the lightning trains. Anyways, Matt Locke donated $8 Thank you so much.
That was your first super chat ever.
Woo!
Yay! Thank you. You can put a question next time if you'd like.
Yeah, feel free. Not coasting through Vatican City. Get out of here.
I've been there, done that. We coasted.
That's true. We have been there. Yeah, but we didn't.
No roller coasters are very weird.
Not in the Vatican.
Pop coaster.
Yeah. So at this point in the Coast in the Desert series, you've seen what our initial reactions were.
Oh, wait, we think we missed this one, Scott.
Oh, yeah, Scott donated $5. Says they're watching while hunting for Easter eggs.
No, Charlotte's dying.
Hi,
Easter Charlotte. Eggs. And fam, all of you.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you guys Coaster Cruise next year.
Yeah, definitely.
Boom.
Anyways, getting back to what I was trying to say. So at this point, everyone has seen like what our initial reactions were to everything. Of the parks that have been posted, do you feel like your thoughts on everything that you experienced those days has stayed the same, or have you had any more thoughts like looking back?
Looking back, everything? I'm still annoyed I didn't get to ride the back row storm coaster because some people who have ridden it, who did get to ride in the back, have had like an even higher opinion of it than we did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang.
Because the storm coaster one came out today, and like as I look back, I know I liked it when I was there, but I don't know. I think overall I was disappointed in it. I feel like I thought it was going to be better than it was. It was cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like it wasn't as cool as it could have been.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But other than that, I mean, we haven't really gotten to a full-scale park yet in the series, which I think is part of why it's been, like, so exciting because we're, like, it's, like, a slow build-up.
It's an ease in. Yeah, all the crazy stuff comes later in the series.
Yeah, like, all of it, like, we're excited that as many people are watching for these smaller, like, or non-roller coaster
We did the smaller stuff first.
We did. Yeah, we definitely did. There was a reason for it. We had to move a lot of stuff around because of, like, on-ride filming.
It was on-ride filmings, and also we visited with friends. And honestly, you wouldn't know that because, like, we actually didn't feature several of them in the series.
Not everyone wants to be on camera.
Not everyone wants to be on camera, but every once in a while you might be able to spot, like, one of them in the background or something, but it's just their personal preference. Of course we respect that.
It becomes like a game of them like trying to dodge the cameras. It's really funny.
So sometimes it was like, okay, they're only in town for these days, and what are our common interests that because we wanted to do everything, but we were willing to move stuff around because they might have only been there for a weekend or a week or something.
Well, we also were someone who was with us had done a lot of the parks, and like they wanted to be there for our first time at like a lot of the major ones, but they couldn't come till a bit later. So we like moved stuff around, and we did the water park first because of Matt.
Yeah, that was the reason why Atlantis was. Yeah, and then some stuff we had to schedule based off of pure availability. Like the zip line we had to do first because I forget why, but something like it had to be on a weekend. For whatever reason we had to do it on a weekend, and so that meant we had to do it pretty much immediately. And then Global Village was again an evening thing.
That place was so cool.
Think that I loved Global Village while being there, but looking back on it and editing it and rewatching it, that place was freaking awesome. Global Village was so cool.
It was. I can't recommend that place enough.
That was incredible. Talk about a place that exceeded expectations. That park is amazing.
Someone would like to know if you're excited for the Tortured Poets department because of you singing. Is it over now in the video today?
Yes.
We're gonna have a listening party.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
You're not excited about 20 new shows or something?
No.
Not at all, right?
That's funny. Chuck Airtime donating $5 says, have you seen the hints that Valley Fair has been dropping on Facebook? Because it looks like something new might be coming there.
I think it's just their haunt events coming back.
That was my guess as well. Here's the thing. At this point in the year, you have to think, we're looking at end of March into early April. You don't really announce a new attraction this early.
No.
Because then it could interfere with people buying season passes and stuff. So, like, I think their haunt event is coming back. Yeah, that would make the most sense. It's like when Kentucky Kingdom was doing all the teasing, and people were like, oh, they're teasing a new ride, and it's like, no, they're teasing that they're getting a Christmas event, which I think is perfect for that park. I think that's a brilliant addition. And in Kentucky Kingdom, in case you guys missed this, at the press conference, when they announced the Christmas event, they said a big announcement is coming in the fall. So it's been several years since we've gotten a new attraction. I think whatever it is coming next year. I'm assuming something to replace T3, maybe. I feel like that'd be the logic.
I think someone bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but I think someone did.
T3 was listed on a used rides website.
Now it's not.
And it shows as sold.
Yeah.
So someone bought T3, which means
and it wasn't us.
No,
I know
we
people
didn't buy
wanted us
it. No,
to,
we didn't
but
buy it.
We ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah. So if that's gone, and the water coaster that's next door, I'm pretty sure has been standing but not operating for a bit, so that's probably gone too. Like, I feel like whatever they're going to announce is going to be a replacement there. But, could be wrong. I'm very intrigued to see what happens. I feel like I think because Hershend has been prepping that park. They've been doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff with the changeovers. And so, like, the first big stuff that they were adding was, like, festivals and whatnot. But I think now they're ready to invest in new rides. And so I hope that whatever it is cool.
Christian Seidel donated $5, said, also, I did Iron Rattler at Fiesta, and the Gerstlauer trains felt more free than your typical RMC train, like Iron. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, those trains are definitely better than the RMC ones, unfortunately. But the Fire in the Hole ones we just did for like their family coasters style, they're great.
Yeah,
I thought they were great.
Parks donated $2, says excellent RMC documentary. Do they do pull-throughs?
I don't know.
That's a very specific question.
I hope.
I would assume so.
Probably.
I don't know.
Did we miss one? Or did we get them all? No, we didn't.
No, I think that's everything.
Okay.
So we should briefly talk about some of the parks that we did that haven't been featured. We teased IMG at the end of today's video.
Yes. That was the first
big
fully fleshed out theme park.
Yeah. And what's so interesting is I really liked it there, but the parks kept getting better as we went along in the Emirates.
And I was impressed by that one.
I think I would have been less impressed by it if we had done it towards the end of the trip.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm really glad that we did it first because I have a really positive view of IMG.
I definitely recommend doing the order that we did for the big parks like IMG. Then
or just start with Dubai first.
Do IMG, then Motion Gate because Motion Gate is I
am excited for the Motion Gate video because I want to relive that day. I want to go back there so bad.
Yeah, I do too. That park was freaking-tastic.
Yeah, Motion Gate was incredible.
I was so blown away by that park. I was blown away by the Abu Dhabi parks too. I would say Ferrari World was surprisingly the least impressive out of the three.
I think I agree.
But roller coaster wise, it was the most.
Roller coaster wise, yeah. I mean, it's no secret that Ferrari World has the best roller coasters of the place.
Even though we didn't get to do one of the main ones.
Yeah, at this point,
and it still was that good.
Yeah, at this point, everyone knows we didn't ride Formula Rosa. Looking back on it, I'm not mad. I thought I would be. I thought I would be really sad. I thought I'd be really pissed, leaving.
We were pissed beforehand. I feel like once we got on the trip period,
and
it went away.
We knew that it was going to be closed.
It still hasn't reopened, so
it's still closed. Go on their website. You can see Ferrari World's Formula Rosa is not open, and I know Mission Ferrari is currently closed until further notice. So we lucked out. I think we got lucky with Ferrari World.
Yeah.
Even though we missed out on Formula Rosa, I think that it is rarer to get on Flying Aces and Mission Ferrari. Mission Ferrari especially. That's a tough one to get on. I know so many people have missed that. But Flying Aces, I feel like, is a little bit more elusive.
Yeah.
And it seems like Formula Rosa is the one that's always open. So now I feel like whenever we go back, that we will have an easy time getting on Formula Rosa. Knock on wood.
I hope so.
Yeah, but that was... Dude, those Abu Dhabi parks are incredible. And I feel like they should get talked about a lot more than they do.
I agree. I will say, though, that they can't withstand insane amounts of crowds. They just can't right now with the way they operate. Their operations are very slow. We talk about that in, a lot of detail in that podcast episode I was talking about. But overall, their safety standards are very strict, which obviously is a good thing in a lot of ways, but you have to have a balance, you know what I mean?
Some of the things they do are a little over the top.
Yeah, they went around and unclipped everyone's seatbelts and then reclipped them, which was a lot. I'm really?
They were in no rush to send out those trains.
They would just kind of stand around and chit-chat in between cycles, and I'm like...
You have a long line right there.
Yeah.
There were some points where, we had skipped the lines when if they were just running 2 trains or they weren't, in such a I don't know, if they weren't actually had a sense of urgency to dispatch, then we probably wouldn't need them. But we were really glad we had them because I remember at Flying Aces at one point had like a 60-minute wait.
I went up to 90 at one point.
Yeah, 90. I'm looking around Ferrari World and I'm like, this park does not look busy. I mean...
But then we look down into the station from like this overhead look in between cycles because you're like behind doors and then they let you in. The staff was just like sitting in the seats, hanging around, chit-chatting, like kind of, we're like...
Yeah, that was one of the frustrating things. I thought the Manta operations were the worst of the entire trip.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because that park, maybe more than any other park, is the one that I was most blown away by. I thought SeaWorld Abu Dhabi was insane.
That video is going to be awesome.
And that's why there's 2 of them. I think when we said the list and we're like, yeah, there's 2 days at Ferrari World, which people are probably like, okay, that's understandable. And then we're like, well, there's 2 days at SeaWorld. People are probably like, what? Really? Yeah. There's only 2 roller coasters there. Why did you need 2 days? When you see the park, you'll see why.
Ooh, someone just said they got their cruise deposit down.
Yes.
Yay!
That's a great segue.
We do need to bring this up.
Coaster Cruise 2025. It's February 1st through 8th. Please consider signing up. We released several videos talking about the Bolt roller coaster, one of the only roller coasters in the world on a cruise ship. If you have any interest in riding it, this is the time to do it.
And I will say this. The original selling point of the cruise was doing Bolt and doing that as a group. But I found after doing it that like the time that we all spent as a group and like becoming like this little like family on board for a week was by far the best part of it. Like Bolt was fun and we had fun all taking it over. But like the nights where we all did karaoke together, where we all did trivia together and like all these different things where we just like had this like connection and like seeing how even when we were off doing our thing with our families, everyone from the group was like in like the Carnival app, like getting together and making plans and planning excursions together. And like people have gotten together and gone to parks together that they met on the cruise. I'm like, Bolt ended up being like the least important thing to me on this cruise. It's still awesome.
It's the thing that is what convinces you to sign up. You know, you come for Bolt, you stay for everything else.
Yeah, but it was so freaking incredible to get to know, like, people who watch the channel and who have been supporting us for years, to get to know them, like, face-to-face and, like, literally be on vacation together. Like, hanging out on a deck, having drinks and hanging out and, like, doing all these fun, like, nerdy things, like having Taylor Swift karaoke nights and, and having roller coaster trivia. Like, it was just... awesome.
It was a great community.
Yeah, and like if you're like craving that sense of community and like making friends in the, you know, coaster world and you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like at like a theme park. Like I can't recommend doing this enough. And yeah, like and I'm just gonna put this out. Here's a disclaimer: we're not like getting paid for this or anything. It's just like we literally are being so serious that it's so fun.
Yeah, we had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
And someone wants to know: is Bolt a new credit? They've done it on the Mardi Gras. So is this new? Absolutely. Have you ridden Batman at Six Flags Over Georgia and then you go ride Batman at Six Flags St. Louis? 2 different credits. Same thing. Mm-hmm. 2 different ships. Yeah, absolutely. I think if you ask anyone who was on this past trip, they all just had an amazing experience.
Our guy Kurt and his wife Shireen are like amazing travel agents too, and they're the ones who are doing like the booking for everybody. So like if you have even just a little interest, give them a call. They'll give you the rundown. They're like the chillest people ever. They're enthusiasts as well. And they'll talk it through with you about like pricing and everything. And like, the deposit isn't that much, and you put it down now and you can pay it off like up until February.
Yeah, I will also add when you go to coastercruise.com, you just fill out the interest form. You don't have to put your credit card down like right then and there. Like after you talk to our travel agents, then that's when like you decide what you want to do, and then that's when you can make your down payment. But consider the sign up thing more as like an interest form. And there are also multiple cabin options, and not all of the options are displayed on the website. Like at the end of the day, if there's a cabin that you want that is not shown on the website, then they'll be able to get that for you. But if you want to be a part of the cruise, you have to do it through coastercruise.com as opposed to booking on Carnival's website. And don't worry, the price is either going to be the exact same or if not a better deal, because we took out cabins in advance. And so then as Carnival's rates go up, these rates should stay the same. They will stay the same. And so if the prices look different, it's because they're structured different. Again, they'll explain all that to you. But like essentially what we have displayed is the upfront price of everything after everything is factored
Yeah, Carnivals doesn't include
Carnivals
like,
is
gratuity
deceiving.
and like
Carnivals
all that
is
stuff.
like, it's like, oh, it's only this much, and then as you start selecting stuff, it's like, all right, it's like what Southwest does. It's like you can fly here for $60, and it's like, all right, and your total is $312.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
You have to pay gratuities when you get off the ship,
and there's
like
taxes and port fees.
Yeah,
like,
and Kurt and Shane just rope all that in, so like it's all paid.
Yeah, so,
someone wants to know what I'm drinking. It is an iced matcha with almond milk.
Yeah. So no, trust us. We're not profiting from this, but you guys just trust us. It's a fantastic time. Consider it. It's a week with a bunch of people who have the same interests as you.
Like us.
Yeah. The Lion, donate $5, says, what are your thoughts on new lightning rod, and will you guys get a chance to ride it? And then do you have any Dollywood coaster rumors for any new rides?
I do not really.
No, I mean, we can talk about what we'd like to see there, but
yeah.
I wouldn't say there are any current Dollywood coaster rumors that are actively going around. The only thing that really came about is that they removed the seating area in between Mystery Mine and Fire Chaser, and so that's like a decent plot of land, but I don't think that's gonna be for a roller coaster. And then they also took out Dizzy Disc in the Country Fair, so like in theory maybe you could put something there, but again, I don't think either of those are gonna be for roller coasters.
No, but as far as new lightning rod, obviously it's a bummer that we had to lose the launch, but I mean the trade-off is like it's not down all the time. So, like, you don't have to be like, I'm going to Dollywood, I really hope it's open. Like, I feel like that's a similar thing as, like, when we went to, like, Dubai and you hear that the coasters there are always down. It's, like, anxiety-inducing. Like, you can't be excited for your trip because you're afraid.
With Mission Ferrari, because Mission Ferrari is, like, I was thinking about, like, what are the most unreliable rides in the world? Don't
share them all because we wrote it down because we're going to do a video on it.
No, but Lightning Rod and Mission Ferrari are probably the two ones that really come to mind, you know? So, like, I was really relieved when we got on Mission Ferrari, and I know people are very, in a similar situation with Lightning Rod. So I think it's a fair trade-off. I've heard that after the lift, it's not that different.
No, because it would slow down at the top of the launch a lot anyway. I feel like if it didn't, then it would make a big difference, but
yeah,
it
definitely
did, so.
Yeah. Did we miss any other... I don't think so. No, I think we got them. Any other thoughts on the Abu Dhabi parks, but that we should talk about before the?
Well, I don't want to spoil too much.
No, don't want to. No, we don't want to spoil it too much. But we didn't have a bad experience at any of them. Like we were very pleased overall with how everything went.
Like I said, the main thing that was frustrating was like operational stuff, but.
Yeah, and the thing is, we know that we'll go back at some point because, like, okay, we obviously want to ride Formula Rossa at some point, and there's also that whole what's the
we missed one,
soccer theme park opening
Real
up.
Madrid.
Real Madrid. The Real Madrid park is opening up with the big old GCI coaster supposedly later this year at Motion Gate at that complex. And so eventually we'd like to do that. So that's a great excuse to like revisit Abu Dhabi and then make the trip down to Dubai to do those. So I have no doubt that we'll be back. Like honestly, between that and like the Australia trip, I knew that we'd be back to both of them. I could see us going back to the Emirates definitely sooner than Australia.
Oh gosh, yeah, I think so. Billy J donated $5. Said, "What do you think of Skyrush's new restraints?" I don't know. We haven't done it yet,
but they look
fine.
They look great. They look awesome.
Someone asked if I was required to wear a hijab on the trip, which is a fair question.
Yeah.
If you've seen the videos, you know the answer is no. In Dubai, particularly, it's very normal. I literally wore like a strapped dress one day. You could wear shorts, you could wear a tank top, you could wear literally anything there. Like people do not care. Now, when you go like to some other places, yes.
Qatar was probably the strictest, but even that I didn't think was that bad.
No, it's really not bad. The only place that I ever had to wear any kind of headscarf was when we went into a mosque, which that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's like, a religious place, and that's what they, believe.
Yeah.
But they don't nobody cares if you don't wear something like that. Even
Yeah.
the locals don't a lot of the time. Like there are people, obviously there's a lot of people that do. I would argue probably, or it's like a half and half.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But a lot of people just dress like they look just like they do here, like the way they dress. So
Yeah, I mean, and it's a big melting pot of like people who are there from all over. I mean, we met people from just everywhere. Especially a lot of other Middle Eastern countries. That's why a place like Global Village has representation from all sorts of Middle Eastern countries, like especially Iran and Iraq is really close, Yemen, Oman, all that stuff. Hello, we have a visitor.
He's here.
Someone wants to know what the dog's name is.
This is Rufus. He's a good boy. It's his birthday on April 2nd.
Wow.
Yay! He's gonna have a steak dinner.
Oh my god.
Everyone's like, Rufus!
Wow.
Rufus is gonna have his very first video on the Patreon page. I took him to a place called Dinosaur World, which is a pet-friendly amusement park themed to dinosaurs. And he was so like, holy crap, this is crazy, because he's never been to a place like that.
And so he threw up.
He did. He got way too excited and he threw up. But he was good the rest of the time. But yay, say I'm turning 6 years old. I'm a very bad boy. Yay!
Let's see. For us, donated $5 says, what was the best attraction you guys rode out of the trip? And then how did you guys find the drop tower to be at Global Village? Since Sarah's no longer here, I will answer the question. So I would say best attraction. I feel like this isn't that much of a surprise, but like Flying Aces was the attraction that we were definitely most excited to ride, and it definitely delivered in what we were hoping for. It was very, very thrilling.
Here we go.
It's their version of Sky Rush. And then the drop tower at Global Village is very good. That's the tallest drop tower in the Emirates. So yeah, it was very, very awesome. This
is our view.
I think you gotta hold it closer. I don't think they can see.
There he is.
What is going on?
You're so cute. Hi. I can't focus on nothing else now.
Someone wants to know what tricks can he do.
He actually can do some really cute ones. My favorite one I do with him is I will hide a treat in one of my hands and like hide it behind my back and like put him out and he can like pick which hand it is, and he's right like 60% of the time.
60%. Josh donated $10. Said, "Hey friends."
Hi,
Thank
Josh.
you so much.
You're so sweet. You are the best.
Yeah. Someone wants to know
nice
why did we go into a mosque if we were not Muslim? That's actually
a fair question.
So there's a very popular tourist location called the Grand Mosque of Abu Dhabi. I believe it's the largest mosque in the Middle East, and it is wildly impressive. It opened, I think, in 2017, and it's known for these white domes. And it is just like one of the prettiest things ever. And it's huge. It honestly reminds us of the Taj Mahal. And so that's like one of the must-dos when you're in the Emirates. Everyone recommends it, and they're very touristy friendly. Again, it's just because you're visiting a mosque, so you have to abide by the dress code. But anyone can visit.
And I encourage you to.
I absolutely encourage you to. I think it'd be
great.
a shame if you visit Abu Dhabi and didn't go there. It is really, really cool. Oh my gosh. Stop. Wow.
The only thing that matters. Hey, hi. He's literally just occupying the full desk. Just saying. Okay, there we go.
Anyways. So are we going to D23 for the parks presentation?
No, we'll probably watch it on.
Yeah, we'll just
watch it live though.
Yeah. I am intrigued to see what they do. Yeah. Let's see. Morgan donated $5. Says, I'm going to Carowinds for the first time next month for my birthday. They're so excited.
Yay! Happy almost birthday, Morgan. Have fun.
And then for us donated $2. Says, did you get any airtime on the drop tower? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because it's fun
can
time.
You fix it?
Yeah.
I messed it up.
Yeah, you did. This is
the dog is laying on my hands now. This is the best live stream ever because he's sitting here.
I might have tilted it too high up. Yeah, I'm going to tilt it down a little bit more.
You are the best.
I had it set up, and then the dog had to come visit.
Oh, he's fine. He deserves it. He's better than us anyway.
Okay.
He is.
Let's see. Someone wanted to know what is the best food that we had in the Emirates, like, or a theme park had the best food.
Ooh,
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld had great food.
SeaWorld Abu Dhabi.
SeaWorld had really good food. I remember Global Village having amazing food, obviously. Because they have like all these international restaurants and it's like, they're like
someone who lived
food.
in Dubai wanted to point out that Global Village is not really a theme park. They just happen to have like a carnival section.
Yeah.
I
think it feels like
I
one.
see what you're saying, but it felt like a theme park. Like there's an admission you pay to get in. It's themed, and they have rides. Even though it's only in one section, it's still like I don't know. I felt like it felt like a theme park.
Yeah, I think it felt like one too. They felt like it had like a World Showcase section and then like a ride section like Epcot. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
What did you think of the Not So Forbidden Journey ripoff theme to Batman?
I actually I liked the ride. I just thought that the system wasn't used quite
to
as well.
Full potential. Yeah.
This guy spoiled the ride right before we rode it. I didn't know it was like Forbidden Journey.
I thought that she knew. I thought she knew that they had a ride theme that was the same system as Forbidden Journey. Yeah, but it was cool. You know, if anything, it made me appreciate Forbidden Journey more because what Universal did with that ride really is incredible, and it also gets me stoked for the Frankenstein experiment at Epic Universe because I think that's going to use the system even better.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by the dog laying here.
Yeah.
She's never laid up here with us.
I know.
Someone wants to know if we're going back to Silver Dollar City. We just got back yesterday. We were there yesterday, literally.
We were yesterday. Yeah, we were there yesterday. So, eventually.
Probably not this year, though. That's
Yeah.
probably, like, we're probably good on Silver Dollar City visit. We've been 3 times in the past 6 months. We went August, September, October, November, December, March. Yeah, that's 3 times in the past 6 months.
Someone asked if we were going to do more of those videos that we, what was it? Like, we did a discussion with our Patreon people and then made a video out of it. Yeah, we're going to do more of those. Now that we're back for a little bit longer, I think we already have one of them planned. So, coming soon. We never say when we post discussions if it's going to be for a video or not.
Yeah. Eric donated $2 says, when are you bringing Sarah to Darien Lake?
Actually, probably this summer.
We'll see. Maybe.
Probably this summer. It's on my list.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought the park was super okay. But I am intrigued to try Predator with the Titan track. Because I know that they redid another section of it. So I don't think it's like half Titan track, but I think it's a lot of Titan track on that ride. And I haven't really heard many reviews about it.
No, me neither.
The park's super okay. Yeti, donate $5, says, are you going to California's Great America anytime soon? I'd like to visit this year.
Yeah, well, I need to get RMC completion, so I need to go there. Just saying.
You'd have to get South Korea for that.
Yeah,
You guys see that? Raptor track spotted at, what's it called?
Jeongju World.
Jeonju World. It's like near the bottom of South Korea. It's like Raptor track. It's like orange. What do you guys think?
I'm excited.
Think it'll be custom? Will it be clone? I don't know.
We shall see.
Will it open this year? Will it open next year?
It's gonna throw a wrench in my like RMC completion.
I saw
goals.
Jeongju World posted a teaser about it, but all they did
wasn't really a
All they did
teaser.
was post the RMC logo. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, great teaser.
great tease. I wonder what it is.
It's really up for interpretation what this could possibly
Wow,
be.
you really left a lot up for debate there. That's pretty funny. Yeah, which super exciting because that is actually the second project that RMC is having in South Korea because they just put a bunch of 208 track on the first half of T Express. So that's a decent amount of RMC in one country
Fuzzies
when
flying everywhere.
they previously had none. So that's very, very exciting for them. What are you doing?
I'm moving the camera back so you can see Rufus a bit better. There.
You're gonna give everyone who's watching this like a headache from
Yay.
shaky cam.
It's okay.
Morgan donated $5 says, my cat keeps staring bewildered at the screen every time Rufus appears. Yes, I paid to tell you this very important fact.
It's okay. Your $5 donation will go to Rufus's birthday party, so
Wow.
it's all good. Hey, we're gonna celebrate.
What did you guys think of the How to Train Your Dragon announcement from Epic Universe? I think it looks incredible.
I think it looks fantastic.
It looks amazing.
I am so excited. The fact that that's just one land is
so
like...
That's essentially 20% of the park.
Yeah.
Because they have five areas. So we've now had announcements for 2 of them.
I know.
Which one will be next? I think Nintendo's
I think Nintendo probably. And then they'll probably do...
Monsters. I think Harry Potter's going to be last.
Yeah, I think so too. The Harry Potter ride is the one I'm most curious about because we know the least.
We know pretty much nothing about it. Yeah. That'll be really, really interesting. But yeah, I actually was surprised that they did How to Train Your Dragon first. I thought they were going to do Nintendo first. But
I think it's because people know what to expect with Nintendo for the most part.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Donkey Kong at this point that people don't know about.
Yeah. Yes.
Jeez, there's hair everywhere.
I know.
This is so bad.
It's amazing.
Jesus Loves Coasters donated $5. Says, please make best first drops vid. And Sarah, did you get bitten at Dinosaur World? Because when I went, there were a lot of kids, and my mom hated that. Wait, so were the kids biting you, or the dinosaurs biting you?
Are you asking if I got bit by a kid?
Or your mom? Because you're...
Or a dinosaur. I did not get bit by anything.
Who bit you?
Who hurt you? No, I did not get bit by anything, thankfully.
Someone says, did you see the 2 new rethemed rides at La Ronde? No. What got rethemed?
Oh.
That's actually very interesting.
You're going to have the best birthday.
Ross, $25, says, name a ride that you rode when your eyes rolled back passing out.
I-305.
I-305.
That's
or
the
sorry,
main one.
Project 305.
Project 305.
What do you guys think the new name will be? Because
Project Panther.
Project 305 is temporary. They pretty much said that's just for this year. Like it's a placeholder.
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna incorporate 305 into any other name where it doesn't sound weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus says bugs. Bugs bail.
That makes more sense than getting bit by kids. I'm like,
yeah.
Look, there were some wild kids, but nobody bit me. Actually, no bugs. Maybe it was just the time of year.
Thunder Striker 305. Please no. Please no. I hope whatever it is does keep the 305.
I do too, because it's like so iconic to the name.
Yeah. I kind of hope that it starts with an I too, so we can keep calling it I-305.
I doubt it.
Iguana 305. I'm
yes.
Like, that's funny. Thoughts on Fire in the Hole? You will find out very soon. We have some awesome video coverage coming out from Silver City.
Long story short, it was great.
Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah, because there's always like a question of when something nostalgic is being redone. It's like, will it be anywhere near as good as the original? Will it be better? Will it be disappointing? Civil City did a very nice job at this. I think everyone who rides it will be pleased because the layout is essentially the same. I think it's bigger. There might be more scenes. I feel like there are. But a lot of the scenes that you know and love are still there. The most iconic ones. So yes. I think that I didn't hear any bad reviews.
I didn't either. Taylor, what is your favorite Taylor Swift era?
Probably 1989. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or Speak Now. Thoughts on Park Streaks? Great.
Go.
You should go. And if you want more details than that, we have a lot of videos on the channel.
There's so many videos about it. Oh my gosh.
Just when you go to the Coaster Studios homepage, and this goes for anyone who's wanting to look up anything, go to the Coaster Studios homepage. There's a search function, so you can just search for Coaster Studios videos and just type in whatever you're looking for. So type in Park Streaks, type in whatever, and if it's in the title or the description, then it'll pop up and you can just go through and pick out what you want. Because yeah, there's a ton of videos that if you're new to the channel that you probably don't even know exist.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yep. Let's see. McDonald's 305. Oh, please don't. They're gonna repaint it. They have to.
I hope so. It's ugly.
Snoopy 305. Here's a great point. This was something we were discussing literally right before we started live stream. Did you see that we have new Intamin track for the Tokyo Disney Space Mountain? Yeah.
So cool. I thought it was going to be Vekoma, for sure.
I thought it was going to be Vekoma too, but apparently it's Intamin track.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I'm wondering what it's going to be.
I was like looking at it closely. I'm like, are we sure this is Intamin track? I mean, it does look like it. I was like, what is going on? That's just very random and unexpected.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought it was going to be like Guardians.
I definitely did too, and I mean, they technically do have the ride system. They have like the drifting coaster style. They have the Uncharted coaster.
So
they could do something like that.
Yeah, like I'm like, what kind of ride is this gonna be? What are the vehicles gonna be?
Someone asked if we think Fun Spot was trolling.
Oh yeah, okay. So here to give some people some backstory. So Fun Spot had a TikTok that they posted like yesterday or something, and someone commented on it and said, "You guys should add a raptor in, like an RMC raptor in Orlando, like at the Orlando park." And they responded with, "We are." And there wasn't like a winky face or anything suspicious. It was just like, it seemed genuine, but also really weird because like, why would you comment that? Like,
we know RMC's busy.
It's
so.
basically confirming that they're building a raptor. But why would you do it as a response for something? Like, I don't know. I feel like some intern probably just screwed up.
Or they're like, well, no one is going to know what an RMC Raptor is other than enthusiasts, so they don't really care.
I don't know. It's just very weird. So, like, I'm like, here's the thing that I can't get past. Because there is absolutely a chance that this was a mistake.
Rufus,
However, stop. No. There's a chance that it was a mistake, meaning that the person who commented wasn't supposed to comment it. However, I don't think they would have said "we are" and like confirming that unless they had the intentions of actually building one at some point.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it pretty much did confirm.
Or they got hacked.
I don't think so.
Could've.
I don't think so.
Gigi Swan
I think it's happening.
Donated $5. Said, for those attending Hollywood Nights this year, I won't be, but I know good food nearby. Shout out to the Log Inn and AZIT Pizza. I've never been to either of those places, but I believe you.
Okay.
Because they always feed you there, so I never really think about it.
True. Yeah. Definitely. Someone says, is Mission Ferrari worth visiting? Yeah, if you're going to Ferrari World,
cool.
I hope that it's open for you because
it's really, really
I was
cool.
actually really glad that we got to experience that because it had some very cool tricks that we are probably not going to talk about here.
No, we don't want to ruin it for anybody if you don't want to know.
But when we have the Ferrari World video, we will talk about it first in non-spoiler, and then we will talk about it in spoiler talk. So if you want to be surprised, you can be.
He's asleep on the laptop now.
Dude, what is going on?
He's happy.
Let's see.
This is the best live stream ever, just sheerly because I can pet my dog the whole time. Like, by far. There's fuzz flying everywhere, though. You're a fuzzy boy.
Here we go. Emmanuel wants to know, any thoughts of what is coming to Magic Mountain? He keeps hearing various rumors and wondering what we're hearing. We're not hearing anything that you guys aren't. Kurt donated $10, says, I can't wait to ride Bolt with you guys on the next Coaster Cruise. We'll have to get a video of Taylor riding it this time.
Oh my gosh. First of all, thank you. Second of all, there was video. We found it after he published the video.
No. Well, yeah, okay, technically, yes. Here's the thing. From the position that it was shot in, I'm very backlit.
Yeah.
So you can't actually see me, really. It looks like a silhouette.
It was terrible
not
lighting.
Great. So yes, we should get a video that's actually good of me riding. But yeah, the coaster guy there, that's Kurt. He's our travel agent.
Give him a call. He's a cool guy.
Coastercruise.com if you have any interest in cruising with us.
Hey.
Which I know is oddly specific, but trust us, it's awesome.
Dog not included. Sorry.
You just sent dog hair everywhere. Just by doing that.
I'm sleeping.
I can't believe that he's still there.
I am so happy.
That's insane. Getting back to Magic Mountain, though, I feel like they have so many thrill coasters that they should do something coaster. That is a family thrill. Because like
they have Kitty and they have Thrill.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, you have like Revolution, which goes upside down. You have Gold Rusher, which is an old Arrow mine train. And then you have like Viper, which is an old Arrow suspended coaster.
That's what.
Sorry, not Viper. Ninja. Viper is also an old Arrow, but that's a multi-looper.
No, we need a state-of-the-art family coaster.
Yes. Yeah, I think a modern family, like a family thrill.
Yes.
Would be very nice there. But this is Magic Mountain, so I could see them being like, nah, we don't care, we're doing thrill. If they did, if I could add anything, I think I would add a Vekoma tilt coaster.
I think that'd be really cool. I think an Axis would also be cool. But
Or an Axis.
I just desperately want an Axis.
Yeah,
I'll take it anywhere at this point.
My only hesitation for an Axis is they do have X2 in the same park, and I wonder if they don't want to do another ride with the seats are like rotating.
But it rotates totally differently.
I know.
It goes this way.
I know. It would be awesome. Axis or a Vekoma Tail Coaster. I would be thrilled for either of them.
Yes.
Jesus Loves Coasters, donated $2, says, would Skyrush be the best first drop in the world?
Oh, in a video about the
best first drop.
It would be up there.
It'd be on the list. I don't know what would be number one.
Hyperion was really good too.
Hyperion. So I thought you were going to say Hyperia. That first drop does look awesome.
Yeah, DC Rivals would be on the list too.
That's a great first drop. There's some incredible ones out there. I love Big Booms. That one was fun. There's a lot of really good ones. Yeah. Let's see. Someone said Hyperia's trains are on site. I did not see those.
Someone said they saw Matt at Thorpe Park today.
That's
I love
funny.
that.
I did not see...
we didn't know he was going until today.
No, yeah. I didn't see a photo of Hyperia's trains on site.
Yeah.
Do they have a backwards train? Or, sorry, not a backwards train. A backwards row? Please say yes. Technically, no one has said that there isn't. So there's still a chance that there could be.
What was this one?
Ross, donate $10. Are you going to plan a trip to ride that tall roller coaster when it opens? Would you both just go there together or post something to get a big group to go?
I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
Are you referring to Hyperia?
Or Top Thrill 2.
Or Falcon's Flight?
They're
all very tall.
And we will go and ride all of them. And we will probably recruit some friends to join. We always do.
That's funny.
Thank you for your donation.
Schmo donated 5 Canadian dollars. I almost said Californian dollars. That would have been awkward. Are you planning... literally, same question. Are you going to ride Falcon's Flight next year? Next year? Did they confirm it's next year? I feel like it's not next year.
I doubt it's next year. I'm going to guess...
Maybe late next year. Like, I could see it being maybe November, like, next year. Because summer is their low season anyways. Like, people usually travel there in the winter. So maybe it could be next, like, November or something.
Aw, Barbara. Barbara donated 50 Czech dollars. I have no idea what that equates to.
No,
regardless of it, you are so sweet. You do not have to do that, Miss Girl. I love you.
I love how everyone is hyped for Hyperia and Voltron, and then there's me who's been waiting 2 whole years for Energyland to open Chocolate Chip Creek Coaster. Hey, it looks like a great mine train, though.
Barbara.
That land actually looks so cute. It looks so nice. And that is going to be a welcome addition there because then the back section of the park will be a circle.
Yay!
Finally. I thought it was so stupid that if to go ride Abyssus, you have to go all the way around and then it looks like you should be able to complete the circle, but nope, you have to go all the way back. That was annoying. When are you going to Silver Dollar City? 2 days ago.
Ross said that he is clarifying
Falcon's Flight.
We will absolutely go.
It'll happen. Who knows when, though? Because here, there's a couple of different...
I don't want to go right away, just in case.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways that you could view this. Number one is that you could view it as go ride it as soon as possible in case, like, something happens. You know, and also, like, you know, then there's the novelty of, like, oh, you know, going to ride the new world's tallest, fastest, longest roller coaster, like, as soon as possible. But then there's also the side of, well, it's probably going to have a ton of issues. So, like, maybe it'd be actually better to wait
a little bit.
And then also, the other thing that people aren't necessarily thinking about, Riyadh is also getting an SNS Axis coaster.
I definitely want to wait till that's open.
And that is going to be awesome. And so I feel like it would make sense to wait to get both at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
Read the next question. I need to blow my nose.
You do.
I need to sneeze.
Okay. I'm going to try because there's a dog laying on my arm.
It's all the dog hair.
I know. I'm so sorry. Someone asked if Matt is also a Swiftie because he was vibing out to when Taylor was singing. Actually, first of all, yes, he does very much love Taylor Swift music. But funny enough, that clip of him dancing like that was not at the same time as when Taylor was singing. When Taylor was singing, I was only filming him. But I happened to find another clip that I filmed in the car a few hours earlier where he was bobbing his head back and forth and being all cute. So I overlaid that. It was just clever editing. But he actually was, I did not get any video of him dancing to that song. And if you look closely, you can kind of tell that it's a bit brighter outside than the video of Taylor singing. So there's just a fun example of like messing.
Even know that.
Yep. Clever editing. Okay. I'll scroll down a little more. Doggy stream. Oh my gosh, everything's going by so quickly. Would you rather Boss at Six Flags St. Louis get RMC'd or for them to get a B&M Hyper?
RMC.
Yeah, I think take care of what you have. And I don't know that they need...
Fix that before you do anything new.
Yeah, because that ride's bad, apparently.
She says, as she's never...
I have the credit. Matt gave it to me. Are you actually kicking me right now? There's so much dog hair on this.
Yeah, it's bad.
Please tell me you've gotten a photo of this. Okay, good. Because it's hilarious.
Some said Taylor being woken up by Star Wars is still the best moment from any coast trip. That's
Stop. That was so funny.
That was very funny.
I loved that so much. Braden donated $5, said, what is your thoughts on lightning rods since they changed it? Haven't ridden it yet, but we will soon.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. And reliability should be important, especially for a park like Dollywood that has so many people visiting all the time. And every other ride there is extremely reliable. It's literally just lightning rod. So that's not great. Let's see. Are you going to go to Great Escape for Bobcat? Eric wants to know. Yeah. Bobcat looks fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go do it.
Sorry, I zoned
Definitely.
out playing with dog. You are very distracting.
Yeah, I would very much like to go ride Bobcat because it's very similar to Timber at Wallaby Roan Alps, and that is an awesome ride.
Yes, 100%. That ride was so good.
Yeah. Let's see. Opinion on Nemesis Reborn. I think it looks awesome.
So I was like, whenever we go back to Europe, I was like, I really want to go to Alton Towers so we can do, so I can do Nemesis because it wasn't open for me. And he's like, like it's like so out of the way, and like we'll get there eventually, but I don't think next trip, and it doesn't need to be next time. And then he literally saw the pictures of it, and he's like, okay, we could go next time.
It looks so good. Like I was like, I've already ridden Nemesis. Like I'm sure it'll be fine. Then after seeing all the pictures and how hype they made that area, I'm like, oh dang, this looks sick.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, they did a nice job.
So we must.
Are you going to go to... Crap, I lost it. Are you going to go to Frontier City so you can get the Six Flags completion? I'd like to this year. I really want to make a ranking the Six Flags parks, and that's the only one I need. Like, I really want to.
I think I'll be done with all the Six Flags parks too after this summer.
Because you need... What do you need?
Darien Lake, CGA, and Frontier City.
Discovery Kingdom.
And we're doing that too.
CGA is not...
Or not CGA, that's what I meant, Discovery Kingdom.
Discovery Kingdom.
That'll be it?
Yes.
So we'll probably both finish this summer, hopefully.
Cool. Let's see.
Oh, we got that.
Oh, right.
Nate Damon donated $10 and said, did y'all enjoy Time Traveler? Being down almost the whole day on Thursday as I did. Had to wait all day to get the credit. Also, thanks for the selfie. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, not great, but we got to ride, and it sounds like you did too.
Yeah, we did ride once. Yeah,
it's okay.
Jason donated $10, says, this is a great live stream. My doggo is also on my lap.
Yay!
Hey, the dog is not on our lap. He is literally passed out on the table. Like,
can you please grab this and zoom it out so you can see
like,
the full scope of this?
This is a dog who is very asleep on the table right now.
I don't know why he's so tired.
Yeah.
No. Can you grab the thing and pull it back so you can see this dog completely passed out? Because right now you can't really tell. Yeah, just like pull it back a little bit that way, and then there's the full scene.
Yeah, tilt it down a little bit.
Yep, tilt it down. That's the reality of the situation right now. A little more. There he is.
Yep. Wow.
Completely zonked. Oh, and you can see my blankie.
I don't think it's gonna stay that way.
It's not.
No, don't. Yeah, you can tilt it back up. That's fine. We can leave it.
It's fine. You can see the dog. You can see the drink. Everything's good.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you guys like it better with being able to see Rufus more? I feel like it's better.
I like how you can see just one of his eyes.
He's looking though. I thought he
can't
was
even
asleep.
see-
His eyes open though.
I feel like I should tilt it so that you can actually see a little bit more of his face.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's still the one eyeball. Oh wait.
Really?
It's just lagged. There he is.
Yeah, that's better. All right.
You and Rufus have the same birthday. That's so great.
This is our new perspective of everything. I feel like now I have to slouch. Otherwise, the top of my head will get cut off.
Yeah, it's all right.
Anyways, this is going to be the most ridiculous looking stream ever. People who are just now joining are going to be like, what is going on?
You're like, is that dog alive?
Best stream ever. Look, he's literally passed out. His eyes are closed. This is so wild. How did he fall asleep like this? I don't even remember when he...
I brought him up here because everyone was like, it's time to see the dog, and then he just never left. So cute. It's too much.
Ridiculous.
Everybody's saying this is the best stream ever. You're correct. It is. It absolutely is.
If you could ride one RMC right this second, what would it be?
Don't fall, buddy.
Whoa.
There you go.
Just...
He doesn't want to go. He's just repositioning himself.
Oh my gosh. If you could ride one RMC right this second, what would it be?
Hakuge.
Probably same.
Because I haven't.
Because it's been a while. Let's see.
rotate you?
There's a lot of people wondering when we're going to Canada's Wonderland.
There. Now you're facing that way.
I'd like to do Canada's Wonderland.
I want to do, yeah. 'Cause my thought is I want to do a trip that includes Darien Lake, Sea Breeze, because neither of us
I
been there.
need Sea Breeze. I have a...
Well, if we go there, we're definitely going to Darien Lake, man.
Yeah.
Canada's Wonderland.
Here's something
and
that...
Marineland.
Oh, stupid Marineland. How are they still open? So here's something that I have a goal of that I don't think I've talked about on the channel yet. I want to get on all of the wooden roller coasters in the United States. And in order to do that, I have to ride, I think, 13 or 14 more. And so I am trying to get on, like, this year, it'd be really nice to, like, if we did Sea Breeze, then we could get on Jackrabbit there. If we did Frontier City, could get Six Flags Completion, and then get Wildcat. And, like, I know that I'm not going to be able to get all the wind coasters this year, because that's tough, but some of the ones I really need to get. And it's annoying, because, like, I wrote down the list of which ones I need, and half of them I've tried to get, but they have been closed.
Yeah.
And that is infuriating.
I haven't done Leap the Dips.
I haven't even done Leap the Dips. Yeah, and that's not even opening this year. So it's impossible for me to get it this year. Yeah.
So sad. Someone said Rufus is a good actor. Yes, he is. Okay, down we go. Back down for a nap.
Are you excited for Good Gravy at Holiday World? Absolutely. Let's go.
GM donated $10. Thank you so much. So do you get recognized when you visit theme parks? Also love the doggy view. Me too. Actually, yeah. I would argue that most park visits, at least one person says hi. When we were in Dubai, we only met like one or two people.
Yeah.
But, for the most part, yeah. Even in like Australia and stuff, it was crazy.
Yeah, and Eric wants to know, did you see Marineland is rumored to close? Supposedly,
It was a lie.
Supposedly that was a false alarm, and they are staying open, which is actually to me a bigger surprise than if they were closing.
Right.
So no, you can still go to Marineland this year. Yep. Someone wants to know what breed is Rufus. He's an Aussie.
Yeah, I think he was like maybe the runt of his litter because he looks very different than a normal Aussie. And when I got him, he was like heavily discounted. I don't know why. All of his siblings were twice as much money, and they were like, "Oh, they're like this one's half off." I'm like, "I'll take that one then."
And that's the one that is currently passed out here on a
He's the
live
best,
stream.
and his birthday's in a couple days. That's you. It's your birthday.
What non-coaster are you most looking forward to at Epic Universe? I would say
I'm
non-coaster
sorry,
wise.
he's completely taking over this.
He's not doing anything.
He's taking over the whole thing.
We're doing all the work.
Now you rack Rufus.
What non-coaster are we most looking forward to? I would say definitely the Monsters Dark Ride.
I would say just that whole Monsters area, period. I'm just, I'm so excited for that. And I'm also, like, highly intrigued by whatever they're going to do in Harry Potter. Because I don't know, like, anything about that, really.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Should Dollywood redo Blazing Fury, like Fire in the Hole? So, at the end of the day, it comes down to what state Blazing Fury is in. Like, if it's at a point where it needs to be redone, like, I think the main problem with Fire... Can you move? I'm trying to talk, please.
Do you want down?
I think you should... I'm over here. I think the main problem with Fire in the Hole was that, like, structurally, the building was, like, not in a great shape, and so they had to redo it. So, Blazing Fury, it depends on how the building is holding up. If the building is holding up, then I think it's all right.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. I think it'd be cool for them to get, like, a more state-of-the-art dark ride. Yeah. Eventually.
I would like to see them do something with Sally. Like, I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
This is the most... If you're still here, you are a trooper. Actually, I think we're peaking in viewership.
278 people are watching this right now. Why? Why are you all here?
Because this dog is the best. I can't emphasize this enough.
That's a question.
Someone wants to know what is Rufus's favorite toy.
The toy he came with as a baby. When I picked him up, he had a toy with him, and it's just this little, like... Do you want to go down? Is that what you're doing? Can you grab him? I think he's done.
I can get him.
It's okay.
I'll get him.
I think he's all done now.
Come on. Oh,
there you go.
Down you go. I'm going to adjust the camera anyways.
Instantly, everybody leaves, and they're like, oh, no more Rufus. I'm out of here.
I can't see. Is that...
My dog won't stop staring at this.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, yeah, Discount Rufus came with a toy. That's correct. I was only looking for the toy, but they sent a whole dog, so it happens.
Anyways, let's see.
Someone said, would you recommend joining Ace or Coaster Crew more?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, we tend to do a lot more with Coaster Crew.
Yeah, the thing is, if you're looking for it depends on what your goal is. Like, there are definitely a lot more Ace events. If that's what you're trying to do, is go to an event, and the advantage is that there are a lot more events across the countries. Like Coaster Crew, there's less events, and they tend to be more concentrated, like out east. So if you're out east, then that's definitely encouraged. Like, I would say the main difference between like Ace and Coaster Crew is Ace is huge, and there's so many events that there's no pressure to go to like every single event. Like, you just go to, whatever ones interest you. But like Coaster Crew, it's a smaller knit community. So when there's a Coaster Crew event, it's like encouraged. Like, you should go to that event. So it's just different,
Yeah.
There's definitely advantages to both.
Morgan donated $2. Put him back.
He doesn't want to.
I think he wants to be on the ground now, because usually he doesn't love being like elevated like that for long, which is why I was shocked that he was like totally happy to stay. I'm like, yeah. I'm not going to complain, but maybe...
David wants to know, you still need Shivering Timbers, right? Yes, I do.
Yes, we do.
I can share these are the wood coasters I need for the US. I put Bobcat on here because it's still... It's coming this year. But Arkansas Twister, Magic Springs, because we've never been there. Lakeside Cyclone. Been to that park twice now. Haven't been able to ride it. New Mexico Rattler. We've never been to Cliffs. That one's out there. Meteor at Little America. I always forget that place exists. Hellcat and New Jersey. That one we have no excuse. We definitely should have been there by now. Timberhawk at Wild Waves. I've tried to go there and ride it twice. It was closed both times. Swamp Fox at Myrtle Beach. I haven't been to Myrtle Beach since I was a kid, so that one just needed to make the trip to do. Shivering Timbers, went to Michigan's Adventure and was closed. Definitely need to try again. Jackrabbit Seabreeze, maybe this summer. Leap the Dips and Skyliner, need both of those. But neither of them will be open this year. Rorosaurus, definitely need to get to that park. Roller Coaster Idlewild. I tried to go there at one point, and the park was closed. So that sucked. And then Wildcat Frontier City. Need that one, so... It'll happen.
I stopped.
We'll see what happens. What'd you say?
I stopped listening.
Oh, okay. Well, you've heard the rundown before.
Yep.
And you need all the same ones.
I do.
Anyways.
But I don't have things that are listed as goals for the year of what wooden coasters to ride.
What's the problem with that? I encourage all of you to do the same. What should I buy at Buc-ee's in 10 minutes? Ooh. Okay.
Stuffed Bucky. I have one. We can have matching.
No, I think they mean food. Okay, so the brisket
They have
sandwich.
a onesie, like a Bucky, like the beaver onesie.
Okay, again, I think they mean food. So the brisket sandwiches are fantastic. I definitely recommend that. They have these really good like tacos. You can go up to like a kiosk and order like tacos. So it's not something that's just like sitting out. Like the sandwiches are all wrapped up. You can just grab one, but you can get like these tacos made to order, and they're really, really good. I don't know. The food there is just fantastic.
Yeah, really everything's good.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I have Buc-ee's socks and a pullover.
You do.
I do. Oh, yeah.
But I have the toy.
Magnum Nas donated $2. Taylor, come to my Eagle Court of Honor. I don't think we'll be able to make it, but congrats on the award. That is awesome. Let's see. If you could ride any defunct roller coaster you don't have the credit for, what would it be?
Oh, you're gonna say hypersonic, right?
Probably. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dododampa.
Oh.
Before that, I would have said volcano.
Yeah, that's
Still bothers me that I didn't. Whatever.
The other one would be cool to go ride was Eagle's Fortress, that crazy like arrow suspended coaster that was at Everland. That thing looks massive and kind of insane.
Yeah.
Or the other one that would have been wild to do was Crystal Beach Cyclone. That thing looked...
Or the Riverview Bobs.
That one too. Both of those looked wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look wild. If you could travel to any defunct amusement park, this person says they would do Freestyle Music Park. That would be a good one.
Like Hard Rock Park.
I
cool.
think that would... Yeah, again, that's the same thing.
I only knew it was Hard Rock.
Freestyle is what they were known as the second
Oh,
season.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would go to Geauga Lake, but I would do it when they just turned into Six Flags Worlds of Adventure. So it was when they combined the water park, and so it was that first season when they added like those 4 other roller coasters, so the park was enormous. I think that's when I would choose to go, that time period.
Astroworld would have been cool too.
That would have been really awesome.
That would have been a cool one.
We just had a layover in Houston, and I was like looking out at Houston. I'm like, I can't believe there's not a big theme park here. I'm like, they used to, and then they got screwed over.
Hi, Caden.
Hello.
He's on his 30-minute break from Panda Express.
Aw, I love orange chicken.
And I love you. Morgan donated $2 that RIP Volcano.
I know. Yeah.
That one annoys me because I was like going by that park like a million times. And my ex-boyfriend is from Maryland back when I was at college there. And he had gone to Kings Dominion a bunch of times and was like, we need to go sometime. Cause like you gotta ride Volcano. It's like my favorite. And like I was already like really into roller coasters, but like I didn't research parks very often. Like I went to the ones that I went to and like I'd try some new ones, but I didn't know a ton about Kings Dominion. So I was like, we'll get there. And then, yeah, never happened. And then it ended up closing. I was like, it's not going anywhere. And it did. So sad.
That's
Big sad.
We should take a break from reading questions and talk a little bit about Qatar and Egypt because we didn't touch on those. Earlier in the stream, we talked about a little bit about the Dubai parks and some of the Abu Dhabi locations. Go back and listen to that. We talked about how we've released the first 5 episodes of Coast in the Desert, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. But we didn't really touch on what we did in Qatar because we have 18 episodes in the series. 3 of them will be in Qatar and 2 of them will be in Egypt.
Yes. Egypt was like probably the most chaotic place I have ever
That
been.
was wild. Like the parks were, on the lesser impressive side compared to some of the other ones that we visited. But in the videos,
Better than I thought.
Yeah, they're better than we thought, but our expectations were definitely kind of low. But we also show a lot more than just the parks in the videos. Like in Dream Park, which is Egypt's largest theme park, we show you the pyramids of Giza, like, and just everything what that experience is like, and it's all in this one big video. So I feel like that's really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick aside, Mike B donated $5, said, "Can the two of you peeking around Rufus the Talk be in the year in review video?"
Oh, that's funny.
It definitely should be,
that's
shouldn't it?
Funny.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think that's a good call.
Yeah. But I remember you when we were talking about Qatar as we were leaving, we had some definitely defined thoughts, and I don't remember if we talked about them in the video series. One of the things that we talked about is, like, you know, we say how we could totally picture ourselves going back to Dubai and Abu Dhabi sooner than later. But Qatar, we felt pretty accomplished with. Like, I don't know if we'll be back there soon. I won't say ever, but, like, you know, that was we were only there for like 2 days, really, and I don't know. Like, I was good. I was good after leaving.
Yeah, the thing with Qatar was, like, one, it's pretty small, and it felt very, like, empty a lot of places, and, like, it kind of gave me a weird vibe. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm good.
It was
like,
very nice. Like, everything was very new. I got the vibe that they were trying to be like Dubai. Like, they were very up and coming, which I know that they just hosted it was the World Cup, and then I think they're about to host the World Expo soon. So, like, they've been preparing that city for, like, a lot of people. And so it was nice in a lot of ways, but, like, the parks that we went to were very quiet, and
like, creepily quiet.
It was weird. Yeah. It was very weird.
It was very weird.
You'll see when we go to, like, Doha Quest. That was...
We're, like, the only people there. Like,
it was
very odd.
Insane. Like, we literally had to go send Matt around to go ride Epic Coaster, the world's tallest indoor coaster, because there was no one there. It was just us.
Yeah.
And so if we wanted footage of it, then that was how we were gonna get it. And then when we went to the water park, which is the big oil rig tower, which was a very cool day, we kind of got screwed by weather there. We did.
It was very windy.
We did not go on the right day. If we had known that it was going to be like that, we should have flipped our days, because we went on a day that you do not want to do a water park. And so as a result, again, I think we were, like, the only ones there.
Yeah, there were not a lot of people there. And there was, like, some, like, shows going on, and I'm like, there are no people except us. So I'm like, well, we have to stay for the full show, because it's not like we can walk out part of the way through whenever we feel good, you know?
Because then they just lost the only people that were watching the show.
Yes, we're like, well, we're staying no matter what.
They're performing for no one.
Yeah.
That was... That water park, I think, will be better, like, once they fully get open. Because we went when they've only been open for 2 months. That's the only reason I could see us going back, is if we wanted to ride that spinning coaster. Because we did miss that. But, like...
Read what Brandon said.
Brandon donated $10. Says,
Mr. No Ride.
At the record store I went to today, they had a whole section of just Taylor Swift albums. There used to be the Beatles section. I missed having all the Beatles albums to choose from there. That's funny.
Dude, Taylor Mania is real.
Yeah.
Beatlemania, Taylor Mania, it's all happening.
Yeah, for sure. And then Egypt was very interesting, because it was like everything that we had been to at that point was very westernized, and then Egypt felt like a step back in time. It was like a whole nother world.
It was so cool though, but, like, I felt like a celebrity, like a real celebrity the whole time we were there. Like, it was crazy. Like, everywhere I went, people would, like, swarm around me and want to take pictures.
Because they're like, wow, look how long your hair is.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
and they were like, oh my gosh, yeah, they were playing with my hair, and they were, like, hugging me, and, like, you would think that I was, like, legit like Taylor Swift. Like, they were literally running around and, like, doing this at me and, like, being like, we love you. And I'm like...
Because they don't get...
Yay!
people there that... I don't know, like, we stood out.
Yeah.
We didn't look like everyone else.
Yes, we definitely did, but it was, like, wild that, like, people were, like, fangirling. I was like... I even at one point we had, like, this guy with us who was walking us around the pyramids, and he had to get me out of, like, a swarm, and he's like they must think you're Taylor Swift, and I was like, I don't look anything like her. So it was interesting.
I had similar experiences when I did Japan. Like, it's a very interesting dynamic, but it was definitely cool. will also say that I had a similar feeling about Egypt as I did with Qatar, and that I'm very glad that I went, but I was pretty content leaving. Like, I was content with the experiences that we had.
For Cairo, I will agree, but I would go back to other parts of Egypt someday.
Yeah, like I could maybe see that, but like I just don't know that I would go back. I was seeing the pyramids. I mean, that was
Crazy.
pretty. That was unbelievable. That was.
Our hotel was across the street, so we could see
We
it.
woke up and looked out the window, and there's the Sphinx and the pyramids. It was so cool, and I'm thrilled that we did that. But I'm good. I think it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was
but
exhausting
very cool.
being there. It was like, as soon as you step outside, chaos. So I'm excited for you guys to see the footage, because then it'll show you what it's like to visit a place like that. So and I know that you can also we kind of got inspiration from it, because also our friend Ryan from El Toro, Ryan, did a video
Yes.
as well, and so that
We have to do it.
yeah, we're like, oh well, we got it. So
Guys, please take it easy with like repeating stuff over and over again. Like, Bryant is not here tonight, so my poor mother is on her own right now. I'm pretty sure, as far as moderating, so like, be cool. Like, if you're not nice to my mom, we're gonna have problems. Don't mess with my mommy.
Blake wants to know what are the best restaurants in Orlando. That's an interesting one, because Orlando has a little bit of everything. Like, we say that, because people come from all over to visit Orlando, so as a result, you can find pretty much every type of food in Orlando.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you're looking for. Like, they have crazy nice upscale restaurants, and then also there's pretty good quick service. And,
Yeah,
and there's also every chain that you could want,
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, it depends on your budget, because I could recommend restaurants at Disney that you can go and eat at, even if you're not going to the parks. Like, there's like Miller's Ale House is a very common one for
That's
like
a
people who
popular
want
one.
to just go to like a sports bar and hang out.
We
It's
like Miller's.
great.
Yeah.
It depends, and then there's quick places like Bubba Coo's Burritos is not far from us, and
Yep.
they have happy hour every day from 6 p.m. and our friend group adores it. So.
Yeah, and there's a new Raising Cane's in Orlando.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
So
Actually, if
silly.
you want something similar to Raising Cane's, but not Raising Cane's, a little bit more rare, but it's still a chain, but it's definitely not as common as Huey Magoo's. They do have that in Orlando as well. That's pretty awesome.
Mark is here. I come to save the day.
Yay, Mark's here.
Yay,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Be nice to both of them.
Do you think Falcon's flight will be reliable? No.
Morgan donated $2 that Orlando Wall will never not be baffling.
Yeah, they're all over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Florida has always like had them like sporadically, and I'm very thankful for that. I think it's because there's like a pipeline of like the Northeast down to Florida as you get older. We just happened to go. We jumped the gun a little early, but a lot of people when they get old will come down here, and they're so used to having Wawa. I'm not joking. Like, I'm so serious. And then they come down here to live here, and like they need to have their Wawa. Like, gotta have a Wawa. Like, it's my first word. I don't mess around when it comes to Wawa.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway.
And then Mr. No Ride, another $5. Margaritaville at Lake Lanier Islands near me is building a new water slide coaster, and it'll be the first one in a state.
That's cool.
Very nice.
I have not been to the water parks at like Margaritaville.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
Someday.
Yeah. Logan donated $10. Please bring back Rachel Bybee. We miss her.
I miss her
Don't
too.
bring her back. She's not dead.
She's alive.
She was in, was she in the cruise video?
I don't think so.
I think she was in the vlog.
She was?
Yeah, because she wrote Bolt.
Oh, I think
and
that
she
was
gave
it,
like
though.
a thumbs up.
She's not like a super like she doesn't love doing the videos as far as I know. Like
She's not as
she's more of like a behind the scenes like person, but I mean
she'll be on camera when she's up for it. Like she was also in the Chessington video and the Thorpe Park vlog. So yeah, I mean she's in some stuff. So like she'll be back, I'm sure. Just whenever.
Wait, Mark, you're in Florida?
Mark's in Florida.
I'm assuming not Orlando, otherwise we're gonna have a problem if you didn't tell us. I want Rufus to meet your Pomeranian. They have met. They're cousins. Rufus and Zoe.
Mark's Pomeranian?
No, yours.
My Pomeranian. I thought you meant Mark's.
No, I said I want Rufus to meet your Pomeranian.
I want. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Mark's. I was like, that's awkward.
No, yours.
Okay. I was really confused. Jeez. Okay, let's see. I don't know. We're getting good. Looking for a good topic.
I like everyone showing love to Mark and my mom.
Yes.
It makes me happy.
My first job. Oh, Brandon said my first job was at Margaritaville. Fun fact. That's awesome.
Aw, that's awesome. Brandon, you know we can just chat in the Strata chat later. You don't have to keep donating. It's very sweet of you, but you don't have to. You guys are all very, very kind.
Oh, he's in Destin. He's in Florida. Yeah, 7 hours away.
Whatever. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Florida's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big state. Yeah.
Someone asked what we thought of March Madness. Neither of us are really following along, except we do have a March Madness tournament going on in our Patreon group started by Alex Bowers and Bryant. They made a league and everyone's competing. We both have brackets in there, but I don't think either of us is winning.
I just filled one out randomly.
We participate in the thing is that, like I said, it's so cool that like Patreon has like become its own little like microcosm of a community, and like we have like fantasy football tournaments, we have March Madness tournaments, Planet Coaster tournaments, like all these things are happening. We're along for the ride.
Mark said he's doing Busch Gardens Tampa on the 3rd. I don't think we'll be. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna be there. Probably not. If you're in Orlando, though, it could be a different story. But yeah, rip. I saw a couple people asking about the rumored King's Dominion wing coaster. I saw construction is in full swing for that thing. And that is very, very cool to see because, I mean, I haven't seen the walls up in person, but it just looks huge, like the site. That the fact that they have put up walls extending into the pathway as much as they have is just insane. Like, that is gonna feel like a completely different area next time that I guess whenever the ride opens.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wow. That park is gonna feel so different.
We need a roller coaster tycoon tournament. Hey, if someone wants to start it up, we are happy for any kind of.
We don't play it though.
Yeah, like we'll let you guys do whatever you want. Like, please. We literally have a thread where everyone posts their coastal results every day.
Yeah, definitely. Where's part 3 for the roller coaster quiz? It's tied, and we need a final winner.
So I think one of them was someone replayed and got a 100. We have no idea who got the 100.
No, I think no.
Oh,
no,
like
that's
trivia?
not what they mean. They mean the trivia with Brad.
Oh yeah, we did film one.
We filmed one. So one of us won. Who is it?
I'm not gonna say.
We're not gonna tell you.
But it'll be out soonish.
Yeah, I would say within the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not as time sensitive.
No,
so.
it can come out whenever. So we're prioritizing other stuff, especially since we're trying to get the Coast in the Desert videos out, sooner. Like for those that are interested, we're trying to time it where they're out like every 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So that way there's like 2 a week.
Someone's like, can we get more blind ranking videos?
Dude, those are so fun.
They are, but Tyler lives in Maryland and Matt lives in New Jersey, so it has to be when we're all together.
Yeah, that's the one thing that
makes it tough.
Yeah,
we don't all live together.
We have a blast with those. I think they are awesome.
They're so fun.